Hi everyone! I'm a little bit excited tonight because I'm launching the lovely Tammy. So another exciting launch to another beautiful woman in this team. So welcome to Tammy's launch and thank you for coming and supporting her. I'm honoured tonight to be hosting this for her, which is really exciting. On her new venture. So I'm actually Tanya. I'm not Katrina, even though it says I am. And I've been in the business now for about 14 months. And so for me, when I first was introduced to the business, I was introduced through the product, and because I was pretty unwell. So after 4 days on the product, I loved it so much and thought, wow, what an amazing way to help people. And so I jumped into the business because it made complete sense to me, and I wanted to create my life, really, being stuck in a place where I felt like I couldn't create my life. And this business gave me all of that. It gave me everything. It ticked all my boxes. Everything made sense for me. And so tonight you're going to hear some really lovely stories from a lot of us who are in the business. You'll hear our stories of why we decided to say yes and jumped into this. You'll also hear, how we're changing our lives, and you'll also hear some stories around how the product has really helped our health. So, it's really exciting how it can help people in every way. So I'm going to now stop talking. And I'm going to get into why we're here. And we're going to start telling you about our product and our program and how fantastic it is and how it's helped people. So I'm going to pass you on over to the lovely Ashley, and she's going to tell you all about our product and program.
Hi, can everyone hear me okay? I don't think my internet connection's really well. Can you hear me? Cool. Awesome. So basically, I kind of just wanted to start by saying how many people do we know whether well that are sick, whether it's physically, emotionally, or mentally? Am I breaking up? I think you're breaking up.
Little bit, but it's okay. You come back.
Okay. I'm back. Okay. I may need to go on my phone. There's so many different areas of our lives that are suffering at the moment. And what I love is that our program meets you where you're at. So program, so you don't have to go anywhere for it, all online. I love that it meets you where you're at. So whether you're a stay-at-home mum, whether you work a lot, that there's so many of us that are just working way too many hours. We're just working way too much that we're not nourishing ourselves. So with this, I really found this an easy, simple solution to nourishing ourselves while we go about our daily busy, crazy life. So it was a week, I was undernourished, my skin was terrible, my energy, and I saw such a similar pattern everywhere I went. My family, my friends, everyone on Facebook, their kids were getting sick. So many different areas of people's health were suffering, mentally, physically, and emotionally. There's depression, there's skin cancers, there's all different cancers out there, autoimmune conditions, you name it. There's so many different things on the rise these days, and it's pretty clear we're in a pretty health crisis, in a pretty bad health crisis. So basically our program is full of whole food recipes. So again, we meet you where you're at. So we've got loads of recipes for the family. So it's family friendly. We've got kids wholesome guides. So you're fueling your kids with more nutrition. We've got family friendly recipes. So things like Father's Day guides, Christmas and entertaining guides. So you'll never have to diet again. None of this is deprivation. None of this is dieting. There's so many different diets and eating. It's really hard to know what we should eat, but really We just get to basics of eating more whole foods, which is literally what we should be doing more of, eating more whole foods. So basically just fueling our bodies with more whole foods with our whole food recipes. We've got our meal plans and our shopping guides. We've got exercise and workout guides to meet you where you're at so that you can do them from home. We've also got a whole mindfulness section as well, because we do know that some masses, fueling our mind right, making sure that we're showing up as the best version that we can be in this life. So making sure we've got mindfulness guides, meditation guides, really quick, really simple, really easy, and things in there that are really going to help you fuel your mind and allow you to show up as the better version of yourself, so that you're able to see things from a different perspective. We've got emotional guidances in there as well. So we've got a community of beautiful online. And one thing I know before I came into this is that I was craving a better community that was driven and inspiring, and that was definitely something that I was missing. So our program is full of inspiration, full of drive, motivation, heart and soul, and it really is a mind, body and soul experience. So that's our online program that comes complete with our products. So our products are just whole food, so literally food in a capsule. Easy in our lives. So literally it. I know I was skeptical too, because it was a product and it came in a canister, but this is literally, you're looking at about 30 varieties of whole fruits and veggies. I'm cutting out a bit. Is that, I might try and, is that a little bit better? Yeah. So you're looking at literally about 30 whole fruits and veggies in amongst these. So these are your berries, you've got your fruit, and you've got your veggies. So when I look on the back, I'm not looking at like you would it as a multivitamin. Most multivitamins are synthetic. They're derived synthetically, so they're not whole food. They're made in a lab, so our bodies aren't recognizing them. With these, it's literally food. So when I look on the back, I can see carrot, cabbage, kale, broccoli, beetroot, tomato, garlic, spinach, all of these different things that you're getting into your body on a cellular and DNA level every single day. So I love that it's easy, it's simple, and it's literally a capsule. So what they do is they wine ripen them, they pick them at their peak ripeness, and they juice them, they pulp them, so that everything goes in there. The seeds, the skin, the stem, every little bit that holds nutrition goes into these babies here. So quite often we're throwing away the peels, we're throwing away the seeds and all of those beautiful, vibrant nutrition things that are supposed to be in our bodies, all of those phytochemicals and nutrients that are working together in our cells. So this is literally the best thing for our cells to be able to heal our body in so many areas. And what I love is that if you've got kids, these come completely free. So it's literally the capsule version into a chewable gummy form. So it's just a little bit of a gummy form mixed with a bit of tapioca starch to make it chewable. So, and it's all natural. There's nothing else added in there as well. I love that it's completely natural and they are delicious. Kids do love them. And we do know how fussy kids are and how hard it is to get them to eat their fruits and veggies. So what I love with this is when you're flooding your body full of those phytonutrients from the plant foods, when you're flooding your body full of those fruits and veggies every single day, what's going to happen to your body is that you start to crave more. You start to crave more of that stuff that you're flooding your body. So who's ever actually going on a big junk food binge, and then you start to crave more junk food and it's hard to break that cycle? With this, it's meeting you where you're at, meaning that when you're flooding your body full of all of that stuff, you're craving more of it. So less craving all of that junk. Your cravings begin to shift more towards whole food. which is where our programs come in, because we've got a whole program written to really bring in that whole food culture within the home. So they're delicious. I really do love them. One thing I didn't realize, I thought I was being pretty good with my fruit and veggies, but I didn't realize that most of the stuff that we're actually going to the store and buying is actually picked 4 to 6 weeks way too early. We're seeing all of those green bananas and everything that's picked way too early, which isn't storing the nutrition. It means that we're missing those last bits of key nutrients that happen on the vine. So that's why we've got a lot of illness, we've got a lot of diseases, because we're not actually seeing the high level of nutrition that we're supposed to be getting into our bodies, which is why this makes complete sense. Flooding our bodies full of 30 varieties of whole fruits and veggies every single day, that usually we wouldn't get that variety. The same with your kids getting it for free is awesome. We also do have a plant-based omega range, so our body doesn't naturally produce omegas, we need to consume them. So usually if we're not consuming them, we do need to have it in an omega source. So ours is completely plant-based, there's no fishy aftertaste. We skip all of that fishiness and go straight to where the fish feed off, which is the algae in the ocean. So it's completely plant-based, and I love that it doesn't have all of the nasties in it, like the mercury and things that's going around in the ocean. So there are omegas, and last but not least is our proteins. So of course we need our micronutrients, which is our fruits and veggies. We need our omegas because our body doesn't need it. Our body doesn't produce the omegas. And then we've got our macronutrients, which is our proteins, carbs and fats all together. So these are a yummy chocolate or vanilla milkshake, chocolate and vanilla they come in. It's got all of your plant-based vegan nutrients in here. There's micro and macronutrients in here. You've got things like alfalfa and radish sprouts, organic amaranth. You've got pomegranate, spirulina, all these yummy things. And kids actually think that they're having a chocolate milk, but they're actually having about 17 different superfoods inside this. So it's really cool to start your day with one of these. You know that you're getting pretty much almost 50 plants into your body with all of these starting your day, which is going to have a massive effect on your health, on your body, on your mental state, how you're showing up every day, how you're going about your day, how you're dealing with life. So much of that starts within our gut and our health, and it's going to affect so many areas of your life once you're showing up as a better version of yourself. So that's literally our program in a nutshell. I'll pass you back to Tan.
Hi, thanks Ashley. That's lovely. Thank you so much, honey. Yeah, so our product really has some incredible benefits for people. It's really helped so many of us health-wise. I know it certainly helped my family, myself, my husband, my 2 kids, and it's now helping my 3rd son as well, because I've now got him on the product as well. I know for myself, I was sick for about 4 years and with chronic pain from autoimmune disorder and leaky gut and also adrenal fatigue. So I had all sorts of revolting physical symptoms, and of course that affected my mood as well. And my daughter of course had anxiety with panic attacks, and she was cutting as well. So, and that for us has really changed, you know, after really almost straight away for myself and even for my daughter. You know, our health improved so much, and 14 months later for me, I'm feeling amazing. I have people saying to me, wow, you look amazing, what are you doing? And, you know, I have no chronic pain at all anywhere in my body anymore. I just feel so healthy, and I just don't get sick. And my daughter's mood is incredible now, so she's a different girl. So this product is pretty amazing. And now, so you're going to hear a couple more stories of from some of our girls that have also had some really good results from the product. So I'm going to pass you on over to Stacey, and she's going to share her story. I can't find you, honey. Can you unmute yourself?
Done.
Sweetie, go for it.
Okay, hi everyone. So before I started on Juice Plus, I used to get really bad rashes all over my face. I think it was like eczema type stuff. I never went to the doctors, so I didn't want to be on, any steroid stuff or whatever. For me, it used to it was big, like all over, like it would go on my neck and down my arms. It was just horrible. So when I started on Juice Plus, within a couple of weeks I noticed a massive change. Also cutting out other stuff, so kind of following the program, like with the meals, like cutting out dairy and stuff like that, has really helped as well. I also noticed I had like more sustainable energy throughout the day. So that was good because I'm doing like 3 jobs and 2 kids and stuff. So, I need as much energy as I can get. Also, my family has had a lot of improvements too. My partner was addicted to energy drinks. For years, I was always nagging at him to stop having them. And with Juice Plus, it's just kind of organically happened, and there's no more energy drinks anymore. My son was really badly constipated. He would need time off school. He would just be in so much pain, and you could see he was pale and had black rings and stuff. None of that. So that's been about 6 months now. We haven't had any issues. He just goes to the toilet like a normal person. My daughter used to get asthma and hay fever. We haven't had any of that. So we've got 2 cats as well. Sometimes the cats would make it flare up, other times it wouldn't. But we haven't had any more episodes like that. So life is great being on Juice Plus, and we will never, ever stop taking it.
That's so nice. I didn't realise that about your son's asthma or your daughter's asthma. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's why I put my 21-year-old on it, because he's been asthmatic since he was born. And
wow.
so it's such a lovely story. I've got hope for my son now. So thank
I'm
you.
sure it will help him.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing. It's really good to know that, Stace. Thank you. So I'm going to pass you on over to Nora now, and Nora's going to share her story as well. I can just find you. There you are. Oh.
Hey.
Thanks, honey.
Hi, I'm Nora. So before JP, my family and I were definitely not on the right track with our eating or exercise. Me personally, I was eating and craving a lot of sugary, fatty foods, which my body had come accustomed to over the years with all the bad eating. I wasn't eating enough fruit and veg, and neither was my family. I was a big breakfast skipper, which is no good. I was always tired, had no energy, and I was never really in a good mood or like just feeling good. My kids would get sick often, and I knew something needed to change. And then my friend Ash introduced me to Juice Plus. At first I was really skeptical, but I trusted her enough to just give all the products a try. And that was just over 4 months ago now. So I've noticed some big changes in mine and my family's health. My energy levels are through the roof. My overall mood is better. And I also have a skin condition. I've got psoriasis along my hairline, and it's nearly cleared up, which I didn't think just using the products could do that. So that was a big bonus for me. My kids love the shakes. We all have them for breakfast in the mornings, most mornings, and they didn't get sick this winter, which was amazing, because usually 2 or 3 times in winter we all get sick. So I was amazed at that as well. And thanks to the JBT program, I've managed to drop some weight by sticking to the meal plans and the workouts that they have, which is awesome. So overall, I love our product, and I love sharing my story and just sharing results so far, and I'm looking forward to more results. Thank you.
Yay, I'm so excited you've lost some weight. It's awesome. Well done. It's so good. I know it's so easy on the program. Thank you so much for sharing, Nora. So, you know, our program is really very, very simple. It just teaches people how to eat properly, like Ashley says. It just teaches you how to have a more sustainable lifestyle, and it really is quite simple to fit into your life. I use the program all the time, and my kids, we love the food. In fact, a lot of their favourite dishes now is actually from the JBT program, which is really cool. And especially when you're trying to please teenagers, you know, who just you know, who are quite fussy with their food. But interestingly enough, they aren't fussy now. They love, since being on the capsules, they actually love fruits and veggies, which is fantastic too. They take veggies to school every day, which just never happened in our family. So that's really cool. And I know some of the stories that you'll hear are, you know, like big stories, and there's been some massive changes, but not everyone has major changes like that. You know, everybody has some kind of change, but the big thing is that, you know, we are all real people, you know, we have real stories, and the nutrients go to exactly where they're needed in your body. So just because one person has massive changes, another person has more subtle changes, it's still working inside your body. It's just often we don't actually see on the outside what's going on in the inside. So that's why the nutrients are so fantastic. They go to exactly where your body needs it the most at the time. So we could go on and on about the product because I just love it to bits, and we'll never ever stop taking it, like most of us on here. But we're going to shift gear and talk about the business side of it, because there is an amazing business behind the product. And I mean, when I first saw the business, I was stuck in a crappy job, and I felt like, and it was an awful negative environment. I felt like I was limited to my hours, to my pay, to my freedom. I couldn't actually do what I wanted to do, and I wasn't able to help people the way that I wanted to help people. I couldn't travel, and that's what I wanted to do. So for me, this gave me absolutely everything, and that's what I've been able to do. I've been able to travel while I was working. I'm now no longer working in my day job. I now work from home, and I can take this anywhere, and I can choose my hours, and I also get to, obviously I get the freedom from not just from the income, but also from the time that I get to spend with my family, with my cats, with whatever I want to do. So I'm going to just, you know, and of course I was skeptical, like, you know, most of us are when we first come in. You know, I came from the 90s where there was all these really dodgy network marketing businesses out there, and I had this big thing around, God, is it one of those things? And so I'm going to now pass you on over to Ashley. And Ashley's going to just dispel some of those myths for you and explain how the business really works. All yours, honey. Do you want to thank you.
Hello. Hey, everyone. Yeah, so I'm going to give you a little rundown, because people are skeptical these days, you know, because they haven't really seen anything like this before. I wasn't really skeptical, being I started my family young when I was 19. So, you know, having 6 kids under 11, I was so busy and kind of disconnected from the world that I didn't even know what a pyramid thingy was. But yeah, traditional business wasn't really an option for me. You know, I've got 6 kids, they're crazy kids. So traditional work wasn't really the answer for me. But in traditional business, you know, we start at the bottom. Can we see that good? We start at the bottom. There's levels. You got your CEO at the top. Sorry if that's messy, guys. But if you wanted to say get up, you know, up even near this level, you know, you've got to step over others, which creates a pretty toxic work environment, which, you know, which is not cool. You have to work harder, longer, which means, you know, less time with the family, less time doing the things you love. And after all that, a lot of the times these businesses are family owned. So like, you know, these positions are already kind of filled, you know, or pre-filled. So it's hard to go any further up. But even if you kind of get up here, it's kind of, you know, extra stress. Your stress levels are higher. You're spending even less time with the family because you're working so much. So you're swapping precious time for dollars. But, you know, there's so many out there that are struggling because, you know, their job just isn't serving them. And unfortunately, because of that, we stop dreaming. You know, we stop dreaming about that holiday. We stop dreaming about that big house, that new car. We just stop dreaming about choice. Now, with our model, I'm a little, you know, this blew my mind a little with our model. It's really different, but it allows for a safer place to dream, you know. I had no qualifications, no certificates or anything like that. I've just been a mum since I was 19. So, but we still start at the bottom, which I love because, you know, being a stay-at-home mum, we all have that even playing field. Everybody that's in this business started right here, you know, at the bottom. And, you know, I think that's pretty cool that we all start here, and people that are, you know, really smashing it, they all started here, even though they're creating some really cool shit. But so we still have levels, and then we have our pinnacle position, NMD. And what I love about this, sorry guys. What I love about this is it's unlimited. So someone could jump on board, fly straight past me, and, you know, get to this position, which I think is really cool. You know, it didn't mean that we have that big kahuna sitting at the top telling us what to do. But NMD, this is my target, NMD. And in my 7 short months of being here, you know, I'm already halfway there. Even amongst all the craziness in my life, my, you know, crazy 6 kids, I'm already halfway there. So I love that. I also love that I didn't have to push anybody to do something they didn't want to do. You know, if they wanted to come in and say, make an extra $200 a week, you know, just to put away for rego or bills or whatever it may be, you know, I can show them how to do that. Or I could, you know, someone could come up to me and say, look, I want out of my job, you know. If you could show me how to make, say, $1,200 to $1,500 a week, that would be awesome. You know, and I have the system and the tools to be able to help them do that as well. But I found, sorry, that was meant to be for that, for the person that wants to make $1,200 to $1,500 a week. But yeah, but I just found that, you know, it's so much easier to kind of create that freedom, you know, that control, that flexibility. And because it's online, I can fit in the trainings, you know, the skill building in and around my already crazy life with, you know, my crazy 6 kids. I started off with half an hour a day. Now I'm a little bit obsessed, and because it has created so much for me and my family, that I do a few hours a day. But it's totally up to you, and that's what I love. I love that, you know, we have choice in our work environment. And I think it's so amazing. Like, this business model has helped me so much, and I'm really thankful it came into my life. So yeah, I hope that explained it well, guys. Thank you so much, Tans.
Oh my God, thank you so much to you. First night and you rocked it, girlfriend.
Thank you.
Cool. You're awesome. Thank you so much. I love your story
No worries.
too. So now we're going to dispel a few more myths, and I'm going to pass you back over to Stace, and she's going to tell us a little bit more about the business. So you want to unmute yourself, honey, because I can't find you again. Thank you.
Done. All right. Okay, so a lot of people when they come in, they're worried that they don't know enough people to make it work. But what we follow is, or go by, is called the popcorn effect. So all you need to know is a couple of people, and okay, my light's probably gonna block that. Okay, so when I came in, it was me, and then I met, well, not met, I had my friend Carolyn, she joined, and then I met a lovely girl just on Buy Sell Swap, and her name is Sophie. And then Carolyn had a couple of people come under her, and then Sophie under her. So already my team is, what, 2, 4, 6 people, just from one person, just from me. And then they know a couple more. And then I meet a couple more people. And then that's my lovely diagram of popcorn popping out everywhere. So as you can see, you just need to know like 1 or 2 people, or not even, just one person, and then it just spreads. So that's all it takes to get your business going. Does that make sense? I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're gorgeous. I love that.
My mind just went so blank. I'm so sorry, people.
I know, it's so lovely. Thank you, honey. It totally makes sense. And you know what the beautiful thing about that popcorn is that, you know, I only knew 2 or 3 people when I first started the business, and now I have an incredible team of beautiful people that I never even knew before this, and now we're all friends and we all work together and we're all very blessed. So that's what's so wonderful about that popcorn, is that you can make an incredible tribe of people around you who are your supporters and your cheerleaders. So, and then of course you've got all the other team that are all around you as well, and that's what's so beautiful about this team, is that we are all supporting each other and we all lift each other up, and you cannot get anywhere without supporting each other. So I'm just going to mute you girls, and now what I want to do is I'm going to pass you on over to the lady of the hour, Tammy. Where are you, honey? So Tammy's gonna share her beautiful business story, why she got into this. The floor's all yours, honey.
Am I unmuted?
You are.
Okay, great.
Hello.
Right, so I'm Tammy. I'm new to this. This is my launch. Thank you all for coming. I really, really appreciate it. So my business journey really is that I'm a sales rep by my day job. So I sell organic food to supermarkets. And prior to that, I've just got a really long history of working too long and too hard. I took this job from working 16-hour days in the film industry for 16 years. I took this job because it was meant to be more relaxing. It's just growing and growing massively, and I'm getting worked hard. A lot of traveling, and I would rather be traveling on my own terms. So anyway, a lot of the work was really physical. And then I also take fitness classes after work, and so I train hard as well. So I'm always looking for ways to work less or have more time for the businesses and things that I love. I also need good energy boosters for my fitness classes and things, and just to keep going. And yeah, I've tried many products. There's a few I like. This is good. So the lesson for me out of my work history was that I want to work smarter, not harder. I want to follow what I'm passionate about. Being a sales rep on the road, I see a lot. I know what retail stores are marking up, and I find it really disheartening. I know that when I find a great product in the store, I'm really good at promoting it to my friends, even though it's not my product and not even my company, and I receive 0 commission. I'm always bragging to someone about the latest thing I've found. I'm not making anything. I'm just pushing things for other people. So I've always thought, heck, why can't I do this for something that I distribute? I just needed the right product. So like I said, I've tried a few. I've been looking at MLM companies for over 10 years, and this business and these products are definitely outstanding. The marketing tools are really good, and there's a really solid team. So already I've just noticed everything about this company works better than the other ones previously that I've seen. So I've been, where am I? I've got some notes. Yeah, and also it's much more user-friendly, and it covers a much broader range of people. I'm receiving more interest and requests to sign up than I've ever experienced with any product before. I have grown a passion for travel, and my job is one of the things that really restricts me thoroughly from enjoying my life. I see other people with great MLM businesses and working from exotic locations, and I want to be on that boat. So I see a future that I really want, and not only for myself, but for my family and my friends. I see a lot of other people that are working too hard, or they're struggling and they just don't have enough money, and they don't have great health either. So I know success is all about effort, and giving things great effort is something that I'm good at. My plan is to semi-retire early on a big block in Northland with established nuts and avocados, sell my Juice Plus, do some Zumba, and farm my produce. I can't do this until I quit my current job, my current day job, selling other people's products. So I want a passive income, and I want a value of at least $2,000 a week, and this is my determination. So that's why I'm here. That's my business plan. And then on a nutritional level, I'm pretty healthy, so it's hard to feel a lot at this point, but I just already feel really excited about it, and I feel like there's goodness in me. So yeah, that's it from me. Thanks, guys.
Yay! Thanks for sharing, Tammy. It sounds even better when you say it. When it's written down. I know. Cinnamon's clapping. Love it. It's lovely. Thank you, Tammy. It's so nice to have you with us. It's really lovely. So I'm going to pass you on over to the lady who was clapping her now, Cinnamon, her sister. So you want to share your story too, honey? Can you unmute yourself?
Hi.
Thank you.
I'm Cinnamon.
I can't figure out how to mute my...
And I started this not that long ago. I have been watching it in... Sorry. I've been watching it for a while from the point of view of watching a couple of really good close friends and my cousin as well. One of my close friends was Tanya. Well, it wasn't as close until I started the Juice Plus, actually. And now I probably message her the most out of everybody every day. Sorry, Tanya. But essentially, I've been watching other people on this journey for about a year now. And I've been really skeptical. I'm a chef by trade, and I've got good, handle on nutrition and whatnot. I've never really cared for processed foods or supplements or anything like that, because I thought it was all a bit of a cop-out. So I've been looking into the product and wanting the product for a long time, and I realized, being a single mum on a benefit with 2 kids, that the only way for me to actually get this in my body was to sign up and be part of this fantastic business. And I'm really glad I did. I'm really excited. I started the business purely so that I could have the product. And now I'm really feeling quite hopeful that I can do more than just buy my product with this business. I can potentially say, see you later, to being on the benefit at some stage, hopefully in the near future. One of the people that I was watching for the past year was my really amazing cousin, Hannah Bucknell, who lives up north in Whangarei. Now, she just got made Rookie of the Year at the Melbourne, whatever they're called, I can't remember the words, awards and conference. And I was really amazed because I saw her probably about 6 months before she started on Juice Plus. She had just found out she was pregnant with kitty number 3. Her husband was running a successful business. She was working as well in a restaurant. And so there was 2 incomes coming in. She was, you know, always gorgeous, always quite lean and naturally beautiful, but looked reasonably tired. And of course, kid number 3 is going to do that to you. And pretty much I saw her start to take the product, and then I saw her jump into the business, and within about 6 months of starting the business, they completely flipped their lives. They, her and her husband both quit their jobs. They sold their business, they sold their house, and they moved to a 1-room sleep out inside a shed in Ahipara in the far north. I thought, oh my God, she's crazy. What's she doing? But she has never been happier. They are now getting to build on this amazing land, and they are funding it completely through her business. Her husband has jumped on it with her, and they are just amazing, inspirational, and they are, she's in Melbourne every other bloody weekend. I don't know how she does it, but I just saw that and I thought, wow, actually I can do more than just pay for my product, and I can get myself off a bloody benefit, and I can get more for my kids, and the health alone to me is worth more than any dollar amount. But the fact that I can actually bring in a dollar amount while sharing health with people, just that blows my mind completely. And then when I reconnected with Tanya, who I met almost 2.5, 3 years ago now. So when I met Tanya, she still beautiful woman, but I could tell she wasn't healthy. You know, she talked about her autoimmune. She had pain in her hands. She had inflammation. I catch up with her now, and I don't even know that she's not the same woman at all. And the fact that she had been able to quit her job, her physically taxing, emotionally taxing job, within 4 months, it just gave me so much inspiration. I thought, well, why not? I can't sit here and logically, intelligently not be part of this. And now that I'm meeting more and more of you amazing women, I hope there's some amazing men out there in the community too. I know there is. I've seen some of the faces. I'm really excited and I'm really happy. I've found the tribe. I've found this amazing support network, and I'm getting to help people. I'm getting to help people eat right and feel good, and you just can't go wrong. So that's pretty much me. I'm really excited, and and I'm really, really glad that I got to bully my sister into being in here and launching tonight. Thanks, Tammy. I love you. You'll never turn back. So thank you, ladies, for hearing my story and for joining Tammy's launch tonight. I'm really, really blessed and touched that you've all made this fantastic effort.
No bullying required, actually, sweetie. Hey, Tammy.
No bullying.
No bullying at all. I know.
No.
Love your enthusiasm.
Maybe a little bit of force feeding a capsule or two. No.
Yeah. I really love your enthusiasm, son. You're really beautiful to have around, and your constant messages is really good. I don't like it at all. It's great. So thank you, honey, for sharing. So now I'm going to actually I'm going to talk a little bit about how we get paid, because don't we want to know how we get paid? Of course we do. That's a pretty exciting part. But first of all, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about how we share the product. So it's pretty simple, really. We use UTR, and what that means is that we use the product, so we become a product of the product. And it's the same with anything. You know, you're going to refer your friends to a hairdresser or a doctor or a restaurant or a holiday destination. And this is exactly the same thing. So if you know that your friends are unwell, or you know that it could benefit their life somehow, you actually are recommending this. So it's something that you know, you're sharing your story. And so what you do is we use it and we talk about the results, which is pretty simple. So we are sharing our results with people that we love, people that we know, people that we meet, people that are interested in being healthier and learning more about creating a really healthy lifestyle. So it's pretty simple. And now the way that we get paid, we actually get paid in 3 different ways. So we have a really incredible company that really looks after us. And this company has been around for nearly 30 years. And in that time, they've never once paid for any marketing, any advertising, or anything like that. So what they do is they've got this big pool of money that any other traditional business would normally spend on advertising. And they keep this pool of money. And what they do is they, instead of spending it on advertising, they actually pay the customer. So they're giving it to the customer instead. So that's us. So we are the customer, we're using the product, we're sharing our results and our story with people. And so that's how we get customers. And so every time we do that, we get given some money for that. And that is our retail profit. So that is one of the ways that we get paid, is through our retail profit. So every time we connect a customer with the business, with the company, we get paid some money for that. So that's pretty cool. And then the other way that we get paid is we get paid a commission. And so this is a percentage of what our team are doing. So the bigger that our team grows and the higher that we move up in the company, or the levels that we go up, the more commission we get paid. And this is actually the really fun money, because this is our residual income. This is the income that we have when we are lying on the beach sipping a cocktail and the money's still going into our account. So we're actually not doing anything for it. We've done the hard work, and this is what's coming to us afterwards. I love that, Sim. I get to look at your lovely face. Like, let's see all your reactions. So that's really, really, really cool. And then the other way that we get paid is we get paid through bonuses. And bonuses are really fun, because they can actually, you imagine, as big as your business gets, if your business, as it grows, you can actually earn quite a lot of money from these bonuses. And these are something that are really, really simple. So when you first start, you come in as a virtual franchisee. Within the first 10 days, you can actually move to DVF. And when you do, you get paid $100. Now, that's not very much. I mean, it's a small amount of money, but it's enough money for, the company will to say, well done, you've got your first few customers, that's awesome, we're going to give you this money. So it's enough just to keep you going. And then within your first month, you can actually move to SDVF. And when you get to SDVF, you can actually get a $400 bonus. But the really cool thing about this business is I talked before about how this is a teaching business. So when you teach somebody else to get to SDVF, you get a $400 bonus as well. So not only does your team get a $400 bonus, but so does you. Your next level is SC, and this is a $600 bonus, and of course a $600 bonus for your teacher. The next one is SSC. Hope you can all see that. And that one is a $1,200 bonus, and a $1,200 bonus for your teacher. The next level is QNMD. Writing upside down, it's not very easy. I wouldn't recommend it. And that's a $1,500 bonus, and a $1,500, oh God, yeah, writing upside down, it's not cool. That's $1,500 bonus for your teacher. And then of course our pinnacle position is NMD, and that is a $3,000 bonus. Yeah, you heard it, $3,000. Very, very nice to have that one go in your bank account, I tell you. And then, but by the time you actually get to this level, because you're earning between $80,000 to $100,000 residual income, just this one on its own, you actually don't really need a bonus at all. So that's pretty bloody good money. to be doing at that level. And so this is, as you can see, this is a really easy way to actually create that freedom lifestyle that you want and that we're all here for. And it really is the best way. Just made sense to me. It's no slogging. You're not working for someone else. You're actually working for yourself. You're creating a lifestyle the way that you want it to be, and you can do whatever you want with that income that you receive. So, and that's what I loved about it, is the freedom to be able to dream again. And I know that this is something that Ashley talked about, being able to actually have my dreams again, because I couldn't dream. There were so many years that I wanted to and I couldn't, because I was only getting this much money and I wasn't going to ever get any more. And so all those dreams that I had, I was like, oh, it's never going to happen. It's a pie in the sky. Well, now I can dream. And now those dreams are actually happening. So that's the really exciting part of this business. So I'm going to finish up by passing you back over to Ashley. And she's going to tell you her beautiful story, because she's actually living my dream life. Traveling around. So floor's all yours, honey bun.
Oh, thanks, Sam. Yeah, so I will be really quick because we've taken up your time. But basically, before this, I was very skeptical. I was working a shitload. I was working myself into the ground, and I was working for a boss who didn't appreciate me in hotels and tourism and hospitality. Yeah, flogging my ass really for not much at all. I packed up everything that I owned, put it into a bag, and went to New Zealand to travel, only to buy our camper van and then run out of money and have to go find seasonal work, which wasn't fun at all, because that's where I got flogged for very minimal wage, roughly $17 an hour, which isn't fun, swapping your time for a dollar figure, spending 40 to 50 hours, sometimes more, in a workplace that just wasn't serving me. It just was not somewhere I wanted to be. It was toxic. There was negative people. You weren't appreciated. And you were just another number. So I got sick of that, and the whole reason was that I wanted to go there to travel, and I couldn't see a light at the end of the tunnel to actually travel and to have that freedom lifestyle, because we'd have to stop everywhere all the time to actually keep working for these big chunks of time to save and then go and save and go. And unfortunately, there are a lot of people that are stuck in those situations, and that are really, really unhappy. Mentally, it drained me. I formed a bit of depression, anxiety, and lots of different things because of that. And now I came across this, and I sat on the fence for a very long time. I sat on the fence for almost 9 months, watching my friend get happier and happier and more successful and traveling and living in Bali. And I just got to a point that, we all usually have to break before we make that choice to actually do something different. So I got sick of watching all of this happiness, and I just jumped in. And it was the best decision that I ever made. I was able to still do this alongside of that shitty job. I did that for about 6 months, and I had the excuse that I didn't have time. I had the excuse that I didn't have money to jump into something like this. I had so many excuses that were setting me back. But the best thing was that I wasn't going anywhere anytime soon. I couldn't see that light at the end of the tunnel. So this was the light at the end of the tunnel, and this was that difference. And I realized if I didn't change, nothing else would change. So I jumped in and I gave it a go. And as skeptical and scared as I was, I just did it, because what else was there to lose? I didn't have anything to lose. So now 6 months on from doing that, I was able to cut back my hours and then completely leave that job. So since then, it's now been about a year, and I've travelled all around the north and the south of New Zealand in our camper van. We've just finished up. We're back in Australia now, and we're now planning our next year of travel. So we're looking at going to Asia next. I've been to Indonesia for a couple of months doing my yoga teacher training, which I've always wanted to do, and I just haven't been able to because I've never had the money to do it, or the freedom, or the time, or been approved for my leave. that's another thing. Being approved for leave sucks. And so, yeah, I just said bye to that job and just put my all into this. And I was able to build this about 30 minutes to an hour a day. Like Ash said, it doesn't have to be much at all. But to be able to share this with so many beautiful people is such a gift. It is such a gift to be able to spread this mission, to be able to spread the mission of better health and better living and next level living. To be able to deliver people's dreams again and help people dream again. It's not about me anymore. It's about so many other people helping other people how to live again, how to dream again, how to smile again, how to enjoy life again. So if you're sitting there and sick of that whole mundane cycle of Monday to Friday, living for your weekends, or just not having enough in the bank to go and enjoy yourself, then jump in. It's the best decision that I have ever made, and I would so suggest to anyone, just jump in and give it a go. Get your questions answered. We're not here to convince anyone, but it is the best decision that I've made. And obviously it's not for everyone, but we do have a community of beautiful people that are here to support you the entire way, which I love because I've never, ever been supported in any other industry other than this. So it's been such a beautiful journey, the learning, the self-development, the support, the people, everything about this just lights me up. So get your questions answered and yeah, dream again, live again. And why not? Life's so short, so we shouldn't be stuck thinking about the what ifs and what if this could really work? What if this could really be something for you? So we really do thank you for your time, and I'll pass you back to Tans.
Thanks. Yeah, as you said, get your questions answered. So if you came tonight and you want to know more, you've got lots of questions, then get in touch with Tammy or whoever invited you here tonight or whoever sent you this recording, because there's nothing worse than wondering whether this could have been right for you or not and having regrets if you didn't ask those questions and say yes. So there's nothing worse than that. So absolutely get your questions answered. And thank you so much for coming tonight, for supporting Tammy, also for just coming just because you're interested. And hopefully we'll see you soon. Thank you so much. See you later.